It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our graduate recognition ceremony. At this ceremony, we pay tribute to the accomplishments of our most distinguished students earning graduate degrees this year. The graduate students we honor today have met the highest academic standards in our most challenging degree programs. They were selected by their program, their department, school, and college faculty to receive the Graduate Student Distinguished Achievement Award. This award, the highest we give to graduate students, is based not just on grade point average or test scores, but also upon exceptional academic accomplishments, including publications, inventions, creative works, and outstanding exhibits and performances. These students have also served the university by participating in and playing leadership roles in student and professional organizations. Our very best students are those who give the most back to the community through distinguished contributions in formal internships and field placements and through voluntary work and service. In their interactions with faculty and fellow students, they have demonstrated cooperation and helpfulness by tutoring and mentoring others, embodying the highest ideals of professionalism and collegiality. San Francisco State University takes great pride in the achievements of these excellent students. And won't you please join me in applauding them? Representatives of the university community are here to join in this celebration. You will meet many of them as the ceremony continues. But before we proceed, I would like to introduce the following representatives of the faculty and members of the platform party. And will you please stand as I read your name? Professor Trevor R. Getz of our history department is chair of the Academic Senate. He has provided extraordinary faculty leadership in this demanding and challenging role. Our marshals leading the students into the theater were Professor Teister Baird of our chemistry and biochemistry department and chair of the Graduate Council. Mi-Suk Kim, chair of our kinesiology department. Okay. Professor Marguerite Conrad of our elementary education department. And Professor Linda Wanek, chair of our physical therapy doctoral program. Leading the faculty into the theater were our faculty marshals, Professor Sheldon Jen, director of our public administration program, Professor Chris Wen Chow Lee from our foreign languages and literature department, Professor James Casada, chair of our anthropology department, and Professor R.L. Rutsky from our cinema department. Thank you. And on the platform, I want to recognize Deborah Masters, the university librarian. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the University Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Sue V. Rosser.
Thank you, President Wong. Our ceremony today provides an opportunity to acknowledge the importance of the graduate programs at San Francisco State University. A master's degree or professional doctorate has become increasingly necessary for success in most academic and professional areas. The speed of changes in the job market, sparked by advances in technology, dramatically increases the demand for flexible, adaptable, well-educated professionals with advanced skills. Graduate education continues the lifelong learning process that keeps knowledge and skills current and makes possible groundbreaking discoveries. San Francisco State University exemplifies the emphasis that the California State University system has placed on access to graduate education, particularly for students who are underrepresented in doctoral study and in the various professions. Our Division of Graduate Studies is one of the largest and most prestigious in the California State University system. Here are just a few of the highlights of our programs. According to a study sponsored by the National Science Foundation, San Francisco State ranks 4th nationally among master's level colleges and universities for the total number of graduates who go on to receive research doctorates. San Francisco State's Graduate History program sends more students into PhD programs than any other master's only or comprehensive university in the country. U.S. News and World Report consistently ranks the doctoral program in physical therapy offered jointly with the University of California at San Francisco, or as we know it here in San Francisco, UCSF, among the top physical therapy programs in the country, and first among public universities in California. Other graduate programs listed among the best in the United States by U.S. News and World Report include art, communicative disorders, public administration, rehabilitation counseling, and social work. Yay. Our creative writing, cinema, broadcast and electronic communication arts, philosophy, museum studies, computer science, psychology, and business programs are nationally recognized and draw top applicants from around the globe. Graduate students seeking degrees in the fields of science develop their skills in the Conservation Genetics Laboratory, the Romberg-Tiburon Center for Environmental Studies, and the Nuclear Magnetic Resonance Center. These provide just a small sample of our highly regarded graduate programs, which include 97 master's degree programs, the Doctorate in Educational Leadership, and 3 doctoral programs offered jointly with the University of California. Our graduate faculty members are outstanding teachers and scholars who compose music, publish novels, explore the natural world, train our educators and health practitioners, and solve urban, social, and economic problems. Students from countries all over the world compete for acceptance into some of our graduate programs. Alumni who have earned their master's and doctoral degrees from this campus have distinguished themselves nationally and internationally. In addition, we are confident that you, our graduate honorees, will take your place among those distinguished graduates. Here today, we have students who have been admitted to doctoral programs at Harvard University, University of Wisconsin-Madison, University of Chicago, University of Florida, University of Texas, and University of California campuses in San Francisco, Berkeley, Davis, and Santa Cruz. We also have students who have assumed positions in businesses and industry, published books, stories, poetry, and articles, exhibited artwork, and won international design competitions. They have served as advocates for the powerless members of our society and taken leadership roles in community organizations, including museum boards, health and environmental agencies, and public schools. The students recognized here today are already making an impact on our world, and we anticipate eagerly the contributions that they will make in the future in their chosen field. It is a privilege for me to join with the college deans in presenting the graduate student class of 2015. Yay! And now, the Dean of Graduate Studies, Ann Hallam, will introduce the deans of the colleges, who will, in turn, introduce their faculty and then present the recipients of the Graduate Student Distinguished Achievement Awards.
Thank you, Provost Rosser. I am pleased to introduce to you now the deans of the colleges who will present to you their honored students for hooding. Will you please stand as I call your name and remain standing? Linda Obrey, Dean of the College of Business. Judith Munter, Dean of the Graduate College of Education. Kenneth Montera, Dean of the College of Ethnic Studies. Alvin Alvarez, Dean Interim of the College of Health and Social Sciences. Daniel Bernardi, Dean Interim of the College of Liberal and Creative Arts. And Sheldon Axler, Dean of the College of Science and Engineering. You may be seated. Thank you. This evening, students, faculty, and the platform party are dressed in academic regalia for the ceremony, linking today's activities with the traditions of scholastic antiquity. Many of our academic rituals date from the Middle Ages in Europe, when the church was the center of learning. The earliest colleges in Europe adopted some of the mood and style of monasteries, which is reflected in the gowns and mortarboards worn by scholars today. The hood represents a cowl, which was formerly used to cover the head. It is worn now as an emblem upon which silk, satin, or velvet borders denote the wearer's academic degree, their field of study, and the institution from which the degree was granted. The official colors of the university are inside the hood, in our case purple and gold at San Francisco State, and the outer color indicates the field in which the degree was earned. By placing the hood on the candidate, we proclaim that the graduate has joined the company of scholars recognized throughout the world. Now, the deans of the 6 colleges will introduce their faculty representatives and present the recipients of the Graduate Student Distinguished Achievement Award and the student from each college who has been selected by the college faculty to represent all graduate students at the university commencement this Friday at AT&T Park. Linda?
Thank you, Dean Hallam. Good evening. The faculty members representing the College of Business are, and please stand up as I call your name, Kirill Chernomaz, Economics, Teresa Hammond, Accounting, Ping Shao, Finance, Bruce Payton, Management, Teresa Roeder, Decision Sciences, Lustis Saeed, Information Systems, Sanjit Sengupta, Marketing, and Jennifer Tosti-Karas, Management. You may be seated. The students receiving the Distinguished Achievement Award in the College of Business are Tara Baikal, Master of Business Administration. Ms. Bacall's culminating project was a company analysis of Bel Campo Meat Company, offering recommendations for comprehensive business strategy to ensure all practices within their various fields of operation were sustainable. Thank you, Ruby. Christy Kerr, Master of Sciences in Accountancy. Ms. Kerr's capstone project focused on the acquisition of a legal subsidiary in bankruptcy, seeking to provide a better understanding of business combinations and financial reporting by entities in reorganization under the bankruptcy code. Alicia J. Liang, Master of Business Administration. Ms. Liang's final project analyzed the existing practices of the San Francisco Exploratorium to determine how it could improve business intuition and revenue projects, formulating pricing and promotional strategies to increase attendance. Alon Sagara, Master of Arts in Economics. Mr. Sagara has investigated the economic effects of biopiracy, whereby private corporations take over the intellectual property of indigenous producers without compensation. His research has important policy prescriptions for the developing world. It is my pleasure to acknowledge the student who has been selected by the faculty of the College of Business for special recognition, Ashley Collins, Master of Business Administration. For her culminating project, Ashley Collins completed a strategic analysis on Pulpworks, a sustainable packaging startup that designs and manufactures compostable, 100% waste-based molded fiber products. Her project provided recommendations on what new markets to enter, how to successfully attract and retain customers, and the development of an innovative business-level strategy. Ms. Collins has served as co-leader of Net Impact, an organization for students and professionals interested in using business skills in support of various social and environmental causes. A student ambassador for the graduate business programs, she has also been involved with the College of Business Graduate Curriculum Task Force. Please join me in applauding Ashley Collins.
Good evening, everyone. Faculty members representing the Graduate College of Education, please stand as I call your name. Dr. Josephine Arce, Elementary Education. Dr. Ali Bourdian, Elementary Education. Dr. Yvonne Bowie, Special Education. Dr. Davide Soloria, Equity, Leadership Studies, and Instructional Technologies. Dr. Marguerite Conrad, Elementary Education. Dr. Susan Curry, Special Education. Dr. Laura Epstein, Special Education and Communicative Disorders. Dr. Yanan Fan, Secondary Education. Dr. Doris Flowers, Equity, Leadership Studies, and Instructional Technologies. Dr. Robert Gabriner, Educational Leadership. Dr. David Hemphill, Equity, Leadership Studies, and Instructional Technologies. Dr. Barbara Henderson, Elementary Education. Dr. Mina Kim, Elementary Education. Mingye Li, Equity, Leadership Studies, and Instructional Technologies. Dr. Stephanie Sisk Hilton, Elementary Education. Dr. Jeannie Stowers, Secondary Education. Dr. Maria Savala, Elementary Education. Thank you. Faculty, you may be seated. The students receiving the Distinguished Achievement Award in the Graduate College of Education will follow. We'll begin with Adwa Alagamdi, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in Instructional Technologies. Ms. Algamdi's creative work project, An Introduction to Arabic Calligraphy, introduces learners to the history and development of this art in an interactive style, guiding learners to draw Arabic letters according to the standards of each Arabic script. Linda DeMonica Duncan, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in equity and social justice in education. Ms. Duncan's concern is the correlation of the social and academic equity of education with the incarceration rates of African Americans. Her field study was titled, "Schooling is the Problem: Complicity of Mass Incarceration and the Public Education System." Suyi Gao, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in Special Interest Education. For her superb project, integrating multimedia technology into teaching Chinese as a foreign language, Ms. Gao gathered data from expert practitioners and developed a much-needed model curriculum, integrating cutting-edge multimedia technologies. Andrea Gallagher, Doctor of Philosophy in Special Education, a joint program with the University of California at Berkeley. Ms. Gallagher's doctoral research investigated shared reading as a context for facilitating listening comprehension, symbol understanding, and pragmatic communication skills. Her dissertation was titled, "An Adapted Shared Storybook Reading Program Implemented in Inclusive Preschool Classrooms." Stevie Grimm, single subject credential in history. Ms. Grimm engages her own social science students through simulations like a mock trial, where she has filmed crime footage and hauled in a car bumper as evidence. Congratulations. Jasmine Hu, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in equity and social justice in education. In her innovative project, Mixing It Up, Voices of Multiracial Youth in Race Education, Ms. Hu reported important findings about the educational experiences of mixed-race youth, with implications for educational policy and practice. Laura Jazak, Master of Arts in Special Education. During her studies, Ms. Jazak completed a research project on the implications of using picture exchange communication systems and verbal language for preschool students. She also worked as a tutor for pre-K students with autism and also as a paraprofessional. Congratulations. Audrey Molinen, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in secondary education. A full-time teacher since 2011, Ms. Molinen believes that in order to become a better educator, she needs to push herself as a learner. Her master's study focused on strategies to improve long-term English learners' literacy skills. Congratulations. Joanna Rachel Muller, Master of Arts in Education with concentration in language and literacy. Ms. Muller has extensive experience teaching in both the US and Latin America. Her final project was titled, Using Historical Fiction to Promote Critical Thinking in a Middle School Language Arts Classroom. Congratulations. Yasmir Navas, multiple subject credential with Spanish bilingual authorization. Ms. Navas was highly engaged in the program Bilingual Educators for Social Transformation, BEST, within the Department of Elementary Education. The San Francisco Unified School District has offered her an early job contract as a bilingual teacher. Congratulations. Jessica Noti, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in Educational Administration. An educational leader and innovator, Ms. Noti has recently assumed pioneering leadership roles with STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education. Her recent work designing and teaching coding and game design is particularly noteworthy. Congratulations. Caitlin Dane Rubian, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in elementary education. Ms. Rubian's research into the connections between philanthropy, self-esteem, and student classroom participation draws upon her commitment to social engagement and equity, as well as her background in child development and psychology. Timothy Runyon, Master of Science in Communicative Disorders. Mr. Runyon is specializing in autism through SF State's project Common Ground. His thesis, Function of Laughter from a Student with Autism, was selected for presentation at the 2015 California Speech Language Hearing Association Annual Convention. Congratulations. Jamie Solomon, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in early childhood education. Ms. Solomon's field study was titled, Reflecting on Gender, the teacher's role in young children's gender development. This little-known area of early childhood education research is critically important for children's identity development. Congratulations. Catherine Ashley Wooldridge, Master of Arts in Special Education. Ms. Wooldridge applied her high-quality classroom work to her position as a paraprofessional in a preschool special education classroom. She was one of a group of select students to receive funding throughout her program through a federal grant program. Congratulations. It is a great pleasure to introduce Nancy Reyes. Nancy Reyes, Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership, who has been selected for special recognition by the faculty of the Graduate College of Education. As an academic counselor at Hartnell College in Salinas for the Student Support Services TRIO and CalWorks programs, Nancy Reyes works with students who are often overlooked and marginalized in education, specifically first-generation Latino students from farm worker families. She not only strives to be their advocate, but also instills in them that their voices matter and that they have the agency to achieve their dreams. Dr. Reyes' dissertation, titled "The Desire to Persist, Voices of First-Generation Latino Community College Students," is a catalyst for dialogue and change. Hartnell's president is very interested in her dissertation and the college's role in creating a welcoming atmosphere in which students persist and achieve their goals. Please join me in congratulating Nancy Reyes.
Thank you, Dean Bunter. Good evening, faculty members representing the nation's only College of Ethnic Studies are, and would you please stand up as I call your name? Lorene Chu, Ethnic Studies. Donna Lisa Fisher, Africana Studies. Katinka Martinez, Latino Studies. Amy Suyoshi, Associate Dean, Ethnic Studies. Alison Tintianco Cubales, Asian American Studies. You may now be seated. The students receiving the Distinguished Achievement Award in the College of Ethnic Studies are Armil Grace Alvarez, Masters of Arts in Asian American Studies. Ms. Alvarez's thesis, "To Dance is Human, to Humanize is Healing," studies the effects of trauma and explores the ways Asian American performing artists heal through dance and by being in community with others. Marcela Sabidra, Masters of Arts in Ethnic Studies. Ms. Sabidra's thesis, "Latina Teen Moms," explores the educational gaps for Latina teen mothers who attend continuation high schools in the state of California. Her work will provide much-needed data for educators, policymakers, and state agencies. Congratulations. The The College of Ethnic Studies has selected Jonathan Brumfield, Master of Arts in Ethnic Studies, for special recognition by the faculty of the College of Ethnic Studies. Jonathan Brumfield is globally known for his work teaching and reaching youth and their families through an educational program that he manages. He has been an invited presenter in many countries, ranging from Senegal to Germany, and is known as a pioneering teacher and scholar across the United States. Mr. Brumfield's thesis, titled Oakland's Urban Hieroglyphics, 21st Century Youth Scribes of Oakland's Graffiti Culture, sets a new standard for published literature about aerosol art and culture, making links to historic Africana aesthetics. His work contributes many possible important interventions for improving equity and social justice among Africana, Latino, Latina, and Pacific Islander youth in the Bay Area. Please join me in acknowledging Jonathan Brumfield.
Thank you, Dean Montero. The following faculty members have been chosen to represent the College of Health and Social Sciences. Please stand up and remain standing as I call your name. Diane Allen, Physical Therapy. Jessica Fields, Sociology and Sexuality Studies. Sandra Fitzgerald, Counseling. Sally Geis, Health Education. Sheldon Jen, Public Administration. Gretchen George, Consumer and Family Studies, Dietetics. Mary Alice Kern, Kinesiology. Miso Kim, Kinesiology. Carl Kwan, Counseling. Pavlina Latkova, Recreation, Parks, and Tourism. Jeanette Lee, Physical Therapy. Matt Lee, Kinesiology. Mary Beth Love, Health Education. Ed McCon, Sociology and Sexuality Studies. Graciela Orozco, Counseling. Judith Otteson, Health Education. Sandra Radka, Physical Therapy. Kelly Reddy Best, Consumer and Family Studies, Dietetics. Marianne Van Dam, Nursing. And last but not least, Linda Wanek, Physical Therapy. Please be seated. The following students have been selected by the faculty of the College of Health and Social Sciences to receive the Distinguished Achievement Award. Caitlin Camper, Master of Science in Kinesiology. Ms. Camper's thesis investigated the effectiveness of university yoga and jogging classes at alleviating symptoms of stress, anxiety, and depression in college students. She will attend the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley Masters of Physician Assistant Studies program. Lauren Cochrane, Doctor of Physical Therapy, a joint program with the University of California, San Francisco. Ms. Cochrane investigated the effectiveness of whole body vibration on the treatment of children with cerebral palsy. She found that when used in combination with traditional physical therapy, it was effective at increasing gait speed, standing ability, and strength. Alicia Connor, Master of Arts in Family and Consumer Sciences. Ms. Connor's thesis investigated whether women who are making behavior changes towards weight loss perceive greater social support than women who are not making these changes. The results of her research are important for dietetic practice. Hollis Fleischer, Master of Science in Clinical Rehabilitation and Mental Health Counseling. An advocate for persons living with psychiatric disabilities, Ms. Fleischer's final project provides an in-depth analysis of the mental health recovery framework and the need for its adoption across clinical rehabilitation and mental health counseling settings. Clarissa Herman, Master of Art. You got your moment there. There you go. Master of Arts in Sexuality Studies. Ms. Herman presented her research titled Sex Ed Online, the Developer's Approach to Creating Safe Space at the April 2015 Youth plus Technology plus Health Conference, and will also present it in June at the Peace Corps Connect Conference. Congratulations. Danielle Horcabas, Master of Public Administration. Ms. Horcabas' thesis, WIC and Breastfeeding, Factors Associated with Postpartum Participants' Likelihood to Breastfeed, sought to identify more effective messaging in order to increase breastfeeding rates, as prescribed by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Congratulations. Emily Houston, Doctor of Physical Therapy, a joint program with the University of California, San Francisco. Ms. Houston investigated the importance of the level of activity in intensive care unit early mobilization physical therapy interventions, finding that early mobilization does improve outcomes, but that additional research is needed to determine the ideal level of intensity. Congratulations. Lauren Jakowitz, Master of Arts in Recreation, Parks, and Tourism. In her master's research, Ms. Jakowitz examined Half Moon Bay visitors' environmental attitudes and behaviors to assist in protecting and conserving coastside natural resources and in developing future ecotourism marketing strategies for local businesses. Congratulations. Michelle Raitt, Master of Science in Nursing. For her culminating experience, Ms. Raitt created a grant proposal to fund internet access for a School of Nursing in Kenya. She continues her activities in the School of Nursing, mentoring graduate students during their practicums. Congratulations. Ernesto Rodriguez. I think they know you. Mr. Rodriguez evaluated the Title IV-E Highway to Work Juvenile Reentry Program, studying the impact on the youth's self-esteem and levels of recidivism. In April 2013, the Berkeley Times featured his tireless work with at-risk teens. Congratulations. James C. Seixas, Master of Science in Counseling with a concentration in Marriage, Family, and Child Counseling. For his culminating project, Mr. Seixas completed a case study of a Latino male adolescent with narcissistic personality disorder. Treatment was guided by Kohut's theory of self-psychology and included cultural considerations. Congratulations. Taylor Valentino, Master of Science in Kinesiology with a concentration in Exercise Physiology. For his thesis, Mr. Valentino investigated the role of hydration on body temperature regulation and sodium levels during the Western States 100-mile endurance run. He represented SF State at the CSU Student Research Competition this May. Congratulations. Elaine Wingett, Master of Social Work. Ms. Wingett has pursued social advocacy and civic engagement as well as academic excellence. Her research is a mixed method study of life satisfaction of African American grandparents who are primary caregivers for their grandchildren. Congratulations. Selected for special recognition by the faculty of the College of Health and Social Sciences is David Albert Stupelbein. Master of Public Health. David Stupelbein has made exceptional contributions to the public health field as a researcher, practitioner, and educator, promoting health equity and social justice. He has won numerous awards and scholarships, including a prestigious UCSF Minority Training Program and Cancer Control Research Fellowship. He has collaborated on numerous studies to improve healthcare access and outcomes for underserved populations. Mr. Stupelbein's final project is titled Unboxing Multiracial, a political economy analysis of multiracial health knowledge production. In it, he critically examined the paucity of health scholarship on multiracial populations. This fall, Mr. Stupelbein will enter a fully funded Doctor of Public Health program in community-based and translational research at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. Please join me in congratulating David Albert Stupelbein.
The College of Liberal and Creative Arts is represented by the following faculty. Please stand as I call your name. Nan Alameda Boyd, Women and Gender Studies. Sarah Curtis, History. Baruku Ellis, International Relations. Julieta Huerta, Women and Gender Studies. Julieta Wah, sorry. Santi Kavari Barra, Art. Amy Kilgard, Communication Studies. Stephen Kovacs, Cinema. Wen Cho Lee, Foreign Languages and Literature. Tony Mirosevic, Creative Writing. Nancy Reese, Broadcast and Electronic Communication Arts. Christina Rudolo, Humanities. R.L. Rutsky, Cinema. Christina Saby, Communication Studies. Maricel Santos, English. Joel Schechter, Theater Arts. David Smith, Classics. Asta Sevendaughter, Philosophy. Jane Veeder, Design and Industry. Nicole Watts, Political Science. And Christopher Weinberger, Comparative and World Literature. You may be seated. The following students have been selected by the faculty of the College of Liberal and Creative Arts to receive the Distinguished Achievement Award. Congratulations. Lindsay Ayat, Masters of Arts in Communication Studies. A passionate performer, teacher, and forensic coach, Ms. Ayat completed a creative work project by writing and performing a solo show that showcased her ethnographic and autoethnographic research about how Bay Area child care workers perform emotional labor. Congratulations. Carson Becker. They definitely know you. Masters of Arts in English with a concentration in creative writing. Ms. Becker's creative work project, Sunflower Suicide Moon, received a second place Jim Highsmith Drama Award and stage reading in the Greenhouse Play Festival. She also has work upcoming in the San Francisco Olympians Theater Festival 2015. Luke Donnie Blue, Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing. Ms. Blue's achievements have been honored with a Wilner Short Story Award, a Room of Her Own Foundation Fellowship, and a month-long artist residency in Mexico. Her creative work project was titled The Colossal Heat of Midwestern Winters. Congratulations. Kelly Boylan, Master of Arts in History. Ms. Boylan was the winner of the Labor Archive and Research Center Essay Contest with her paper on the 1933 California Pea Picker Strike. She also served as editor of the History Department's student journal, Ex Post Facto. Congratulations. Sarah Berto, Master of Arts in English with concentration in literature. Sarah's research has focused on women's contributions to the English novel, apocalyptic literature, and narrative theory. A creative thinker and meticulous scholar, she also did outstanding work as a writing tutor and teaching assistant. Congratulations. Katie Burkhalter, Master of Arts in Philosophy. In her thesis, Kant and Institutional Content and the Representation of Incongruent Counterparts, Katie developed sophisticated objections to arguments defending the representational significance of non-conceptual content. She plans to apply to PhD programs next year. Congratulations. Joshua Shampo, Master of Arts in Political Science. Mr. Shampo was instrumental in setting up a new research survey center for the department and has helped to train students in using survey research methods. His thesis is titled Symbolic Politics and the Dominant Party Durability in Turkey. Congratulations. Rachel Cooper, Master of Arts in Philosophy. Ms. Cooper is an extremely promising philosopher who offered an original account of the metaphysics of social categories. Her thesis was titled On the Distinction Between Natural and Social Kinds. Brett Favorite, Master of Arts in Broadcast and Electronic Communication Arts. Mr. Favorite was production coordinator of a team of students who produced 2 social justice videos in Tanzania and Indonesia. His documentary, Hecklina, has been widely distributed and won many awards. His culminating experience is a video about transgender life in Tonga. Congratulations. Alison Ferrari, Master of Arts in Museum Studies. Ms. Ferrari's thesis examined programs for individuals with disabilities in children's museums, especially for children with autism spectrum disorder. Her research will make lasting contributions to the museum community. Congratulations. Aaron Franklin, Masters of Arts in Philosophy. Writing on Kant's conceptualism, Mr. Franklin produced devastating objections to scholarly consensus and has considerable exchanges with prominent philosophers. He was accepted to 2 doctoral programs and has decided to accept the offer from UC Santa Cruz. Good luck. Allegra Hirschman, Master of Arts in the fantastic Women and Gender Studies. In her thesis, Ms. Hirschman used queer theory and phenomenology to analyze representations of bisexuality on the television show The Good Wife. It is titled The Goodbye, Queer Phenomenology, Excess, and Non-Monosexual Representation. Congratulations. Ian Leitner, Master of Arts in International Relations. Mr. Leitner completed internships at International Rescue Committee and the Global Forum. His final project was titled Knowledge Politics, the Common Culprit Behind the Problem of Climate Change and Inequality. Wonderful. Megan Shapiro Montenay, Master of Arts in Women and Gender Studies. Megan's thesis, Shades of California and the Politics of History, produced politically engaged interdisciplinary scholarship on race and gentrification in San Francisco. She will begin a PhD program in politics at UC Santa Cruz this fall. Wow. Wow. Michael Moore, Masters of Arts in Classics. A specialist in ancient philosophy, Mr. Moore completed a thesis titled Virtue is Knowledge, McDowell and Aristotle, Considerations and Objections. Next fall, he will enter a PhD program in ancient Greek and Roman philosophy at the University of Chicago. Catherine Murphy, Masters of Arts in Women and Gender Studies. In her thesis titled Men, Monsters, and Aliens, Exploring Disabled Masculinities in Televised Speculative Fiction, Ms. Murphy demonstrated her interdisciplinary expertise in science fiction, disability, queer, and ethnic studies. Congratulations. Trevor Myers, Masters of Arts in Industrial Arts. Mr. Meyer identified numerous issues with current medicinal eyedroppers and their packaging and created a simplified system with improved ergonomics and easy-to-identify packaging. He won a first-place award at this year's CSU Student Research Competition. Ryan Stuart Nash, Masters of Fine Arts in Creative Writing. Mr. Nash served as editor-in-chief of 14 Hills, the SFSU Review. His poetry collections, Diary of a Hive Mind, integrates techniques of collage and juxtaposition. His poems have been published in both the U.S. and abroad. Congratulations. Nicole Opper, Master of Fine Arts in Cinema. Ms. Opper is an award-winning filmmaker of social justice documentaries. Her film, Off and Running, aired on PBS series POV and was nominated for an Emmy. She was and she's my student. She was included in Filmmakers Magazine 25 New Faces of Independent Film. Emma Remick, Master of Arts in English with a concentration in composition. Ms. Remick's scholarship has focused on explicating the role of reading difficulty within first-year composition scholarship and pedagogy, focusing on the institutional implications and cognitive assumptions that inform teacher and researcher practices. Seth Jonathan Edward Roach, Masters of Arts in International Relations. Mr. Roach wrote a culminating paper titled International Relations and Disasters, the Incident Command System and its Potential Applications Beyond the U.S., which studies best practices for disaster management during wildfires around the globe. Nice. Nice. John David Sattel, Master of Arts in Comparative Literature. Mr. Sattel's thesis compares 4 literary texts from the Americas to show how representations of the grotesque body can actually reconceptualize desire as a positive, productive force, or what he coins, carnivalized desire. Latin. Francis Silva, Master of Arts in History. With an emphasis in world history, Ms. Silva engaged in research on health and healing in the Black Atlantic. She collaborated on a museum exhibit surrounding the Pittman collection of Nigerian artifacts and medicine. Congratulations. Jason Slavin, Master of English with a concentration in literature. Mr. Slavin wrote a cutting-edge thesis on suburbia titled The White Picket Fence, The Dialectic of Suburban Fiction. He served as co-chair of the Graduate Literature Association and editor of the student journal Interpretations. Yvonne Sohn, Master of Arts in French. The recipient of the prestigious Sally Casanova Pre-Doctoral Award, Ms. Sohn has demonstrated exceptional work throughout her graduate studies. Exhibiting sharp analytic skills and an avid enthusiasm, she will shine in future doctoral studies. Rodrigo Sombra, Master of Arts in Cinema Studies. Mr. Sombra curated a fascinating film program, The Open Boat, Cinema and the Maritime Imaginary, in conjunction with the art gallery here at State. His thesis was titled, The Hills of Disorder, Reflections on Cinema and History. Congratulations. Roxana Shirashani, Master of Arts in Drama. Roxana has distinguished herself as an excellent play production advisor, teaching assistant, and scholar. Her thesis is titled How to Handle a Woman, Female Characterizations in Alan J. Lerner's Musicals. Congratulations. Emma Thomas, Master of Arts in Art. Ms. Thomas's thesis, Divine Power and Presence in Kiristan Triad Paintings, focused on Buddhist and Shinto practices and iconography in analyzing the paintings of the Kiristan Japanese Christian sect. She plans to continue her research in a PhD program. Congratulations. The College of Liberal and Creative Arts faculty has selected for special recognition Lindsay Elizabeth Silvaslan, Master of Arts in English with a concentration in teaching English to speakers of other languages. Lindsay drew on her experience teaching at SF State's American Language Institute for her final project titled Analyze This, Raising Metacognition Through Peer Feedback in Low Proficiency Students. She created innovative teaching materials for implementation with low proficiency English learners whose limited fluency possess serious challenges in dealing with the abstract concepts necessary for effective feedback. Her materials have already proven to be very successful in the classroom and are likely to be adopted within the curriculum of the ALI. Lindsay plans to apply to the U.S. State Department's English Language Fellow Program, which dispatches professionals to serve as teacher trainers and language program developers across the nation. Please join me in congratulating Lindsay.
The College of Science and Engineering is represented by the following faculty. Please stand as I call your name. Federico Ardea, Mathematics. Cheng Chen, Engineering. Lily Chen, Biology. Diana Chu, Biology. Megumi Fusei, Biology. Mark Geisler, Psychology. Martin Golterman, Physics and Astronomy. Jason Gerdak, Earth and Climate Sciences. Ryan Howell, Psychology. Hamid Mahmoudi, Engineering. Bruce Manning, Chemistry and Biochemistry. Dragutin Petkovich, Computer Science. Alexandra Peryatinska, Mathematics. Vance Friedenberg, Biology. Andrew Zink, Biology. It has been an honor for me to serve with such outstanding faculty. Thank you. The following graduate students have been selected by the faculty of the College of Science and Engineering to receive the Distinguished Achievement Award. Daria Almasi, Master of Science in Engineering with a concentration in embedded electrical and computer systems. Ms. Almasi conducted a thesis titled Enhancing Hardware Security Using Spin Transfer Torque Logic. She proposed an application that hides the identity of the hardware from hackers attempting to get access to intellectual property of design. Congratulations. Raman David Bargi, Master of Science in Engineering with a concentration in structural earthquake engineering. Mr. Bargi's research evaluates statistical fitting for seismic performance of steel plate shear walls and will be presented at a conference this June. He also participated as an SF State representative for Earthquake Engineering Research Institute's fact-finding after the 2014 Napa earthquake. Congratulations. Alicia Bird, Master of Science in Biology with a concentration in Physiology and Behavior. Ms. Bird conducted a cutting-edge thesis titled Evolutionary and Environmental Origins of the Microbial Communities Living on the Skin of California Salamanders. She was accepted by several top PhD programs and will join the graduate group in ecology at UC Davis. Congratulations. Carla Bowen, Master of Arts in Psychology with a concentration in Developmental Psychology. Ms. Bowen's thesis was titled Negative Effects of Food Insecurity and Stress on College Students' Academic Motivation. She examined how past and current experiences of food insecurity impact academic motivation, specifically with first-generation college students. Congratulations. Silas Ellison, Master of Science in Biology with a concentration in Ecology, Evolution, and Conservation Biology. Mr. Ellison conducted his thesis on the fungal disease called chytrid iomycosis, which is devastating amphibians around the world. Participating in a project to reintroduce threatened frogs into the wild, he hopes to use bacterial augmentation to shield them from this disease. Congratulations. Jennifer Gilbert, Master of Science in Biology with a concentration in Cell and Molecular Biology. Ms. Gilbert's work focused on characterizing DNA compaction in sperm, a process vital for fertility. Last May, she represented SF State at the CSU Student Research Competition. She's been accepted into a PhD program at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Congratulations. Marzi Golbaz, Master of Science in Computer Science. For her research, Ms. Golbaz applied advanced image processing and analysis techniques to the field of pediatric pulmonology. The resulting work will help reliably assess severity of lung infection in premature infants in a non-invasive manner. Congratulations. Christopher Ikeda, Master of Science in Biology with a concentration in marine biology. Mr. Ikeda has examined environmental factors influencing the toxicity of a fish-killing marine rhaphidite. His results show that reduced salinity conditions expected from climate change will result in increasingly more toxic algal blooms. Congratulations. Mitchell Lopez, Master of Science in Biology with a concentration in Physiology and Behavioral Biology. Mr. Lopez pioneered transplant and excision methods in the lab to identify the source of factors altering developmental rates in insects as their stem cell tissues repair. He's been accepted into the PhD program at UC San Francisco. Congratulations. Well done. Lenka Maliskova, Master of Science in Biomedical Science with a concentration in stem cell science. Supported by a California Institute of Regenerative Medicine Bridge to Stem Cell Research Fellowship, Ms. Maliskova completed her research internship at UC San Francisco on gene regulation mechanisms during neurolineal commitment in zebrafish. Congratulations. Sierra Niblett, Master of Arts in Psychology with a concentration in mind, brain, and behavior. Ms. Niblett's thesis is titled Your Brain on Stereotypes, Social Context Biases Early Cortical Attention. Capturing subtle processes through EEG and computer mouse tracking techniques, she examined the influence that pervasive social stereotypes exert on a person's perception. Congratulations. Joseph Allahu, Master of Science in Biomedical Science with a concentration in stem cell science. Mr. Allahu is the recipient of a National Science Foundation Science Masters Fellowship and a California Institute of Regenerative Medicine Bridge to Stem Cell Research Fellowship. During his research internship at UC San Francisco, he investigated cellular interactions within metaplastic breast cancers. Congratulations. Felicia Poe, Master of Science in Psychology with a concentration in Industrial Organizational Psychology. Ms. Poe's research project evaluating candidate performance and reaction in one-way video interviews explored the usefulness of employment interviews conducted over the internet that involve no interaction between the interviewer and the job applicant. Congratulations. Maxine Poucom, Master of Arts in Mathematics. Inspired by the problem of DNA packing inside viruses, Mr. Poucom developed new computational methods for his research, titled Applications of Computational Knot Theory and Combinatorics to the Inference of the Three-Dimensional Structure of Chromosomes. Congratulations. Sophia Prado Irvin, Master of Science in Biology, with a concentration in physiology and behavior. Ms. Prado Irwin's thesis is titled Microbial Variation of Salamander Skin Across a Hybrid Zone of a Ring Species. She has been accepted with full support to multiple PhD programs, but she's decided to attend Harvard University. Jordan Seliger, Master of Arts in Psychology, with a concentration in mind, brain, and behavior. In his thesis titled, Who Are You? Categorization and Social Repercussions After Racial Cosmetic Surgery, Mr. Seliger investigated attitudes toward people who changed their appearance to look like a member of a different race. Congratulations. Elizabeth Stoddard, Master of Arts in Psychology with a concentration in social psychology. Ms. Stoddard has studied the personality, motivational, and attitudinal predictors of women's academic achievement, especially in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. She has presented her work at the Society for Personality and Social Psychology. Congratulations. Aaron Seth Tooley, Master of Science in Biology with a concentration in cell and molecular biology. Mr. Tooley's high-precision work examining the cellular interaction between symbiotic bacteria and legume plants makes an important contribution to sustainable agricultural practices. He was recently selected to give a presentation at the Bay Area Microbial Pathogenesis Symposium. Congratulations. Elsie Velasco, Master of Science in Geosciences. Ms. Velasco's research, supported by the National Science Foundation, has important implication for sustainability of water resources around the world. Her thesis is titled Relations Between Climate Variability and Groundwater Fluctuations in U.S. Principal Aquifers. Congratulations. The student selected by the faculty of the College of Science and Engineering for special recognition is April Lynn Toledo, Master of Science in Chemistry with a concentration in biochemistry. With a tireless commitment to research excellence and passion for scientific inquiry, April Toledo has served as a positive ambassador for women in the sciences. She has personally recruited and trained other young women at SF State in biophysics research. Ms. Toledo's thesis is titled Biophysical Characterization of Structural Energetic Differences Between H2A and H2A/H2B Heterodimer Variants from C. elegans. Insights from this work will help reveal the structural basis for gene expression modulation during the course of development and will provide insights into the diseases with pathologies in gene expression. Cancer is an example of that kind of disease. Her work is being readied for publication. She's been accepted into PhD programs at several top research universities and will attend the University of Texas Southwestern this fall. Please join me in congratulating April Toledo.
This has been an evening of celebration in which we have recognized our most outstanding graduate students. And while we take great pride in their achievements, we have by no means been solely responsible for their successes. Without the love and support of families and friends, they would not be here to take part in this evening's festivities. Therefore, in honoring them, we also honor all of you. I would like the deans, the faculty, and especially the students to join me in applauding you, family members and friends who have advised, encouraged, and supported these students over the years. This concludes the formal portion of our ceremony. A small, light reception has been prepared for all of our guests immediately following this ceremony. I would like to invite everyone here to join us for that reception at our Fine Arts Gallery, which is in the Fine Arts Building next door. We look forward to meeting you there. I now ask that our guests remain seated until our students and faculty have left the room. And will the platform party, the student honorees, and our university faculty please rise.